Hi guys, so welcome back to another beginner's thing on how to make a webtoon using Clip Studio Paint. It's just for beginners. If you guys are wondering, so as a disclaimer, if you guys are wondering, I don't have Clip Studio Paint, how do I make a webtoon? We shall do that in a different series. Right now we're finishing up this series on how to make a webtoon for beginners in Clip Studio Paint. So in our last video, your action step was to, let me think. Oh, inking. So your action step for the last video that we did was to find your inking brush and your inking settings. I can't remember, but it's fine if I can't remember because it's not like it's a homework assignment. But hopefully you did it. I'm not like I'm not a teacher, but if I was, I would definitely not be the ones who forget the assignment that they gave people. It's not me at all. I'm very prepared. Anyways, we're going to go on to the coloring portion. And by coloring portion, I mean, I'm going to show you what tools I use to color my webtoon. That does not mean that you must color your webtoon, because I know some people want to start a webtoon, but they're like, I don't want to color it, and don't color it. You don't have to. I have a black and white, where is it? My comic school memories, it's black and white. See, he's screen tones. It's the manga style. But I have that one uploaded onto Pass, which is a free online publishing platform that I also use. So, I mean, their platform doesn't stop me. It doesn't ban me from, uploading it on there. And it still has, like, people who read it and whatnot. So, if you don't want to color your webtoon, don't feel pressured to color your webtoon. But this is just for those who are like, how do you color your webtoon? Let me show you what I do. And then I'm going to give you your action steps for you to do if you want to do it. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. And just also a reminder, I know a lot of people ask me, hey, how do you make your colors not look this way? How do you make your colors look that way? How do you draw this color? How do you draw that color? For me, I'm a very much so chaotic artist. I use the color wheel. I'm not good with the whole color theory thing. I pick a pretty color. I'm like a child. I will find a pretty crayon and I'm like, this is a nice crayon, and I use it because it makes my brain happy. So that's a lot of how I do my colors right at this current moment. Maybe in the future I might start like experimenting and being like, ooh, this one and this one is complementing it. It goes like that. But right now I'm in my chaos not toddler, but I'm in my like chaos stage. My inner child, she's in her chaos stage. She's just picking a color and going with it. Some people might think it's ashy. Some people might think it's muddy. Some people might not like it. I like it, so I'm gonna do it. Okay, let me show you the tools I use. I rambled enough. Let me show you what I do. As I mentioned before, this, you can't see it, but this is my computer, my iMac. This is my display tablet. I have to connect my display tablet to my computer in order for my display tablet to work, because it is not it's not a standalone tablet. It needs an operational system like a computer. It needs to be it's just a monitor I can draw on. But this is my Wacom display tablet, 24-inch HD display tablet. You don't need this to draw. I have an art hoarder addiction, and I've had this for over 10 plus years. She's a decade old. Her name is Cintiqua. And this is what I use. But anywho, this is my webtoon. Catch Me, Find Me, Love Me. These are the colors that I do. Let me show you what I do. What I use for colors. I use my G pen. This, if you watched the last video, you'll know that this is the same pen that I use for inking. It's literally the same pen. I use the same pen that I do for inking. I use the same pen for coloring. And then if I want to fill in big spaces, I use this tool, my paint bucket tool. So, your first task, you're going to click on the pen tool, okay? And then we're going to scroll down and we're going to make our brush size bigger. We can make it smaller if you want. Do whatever makes you happy. Now, for the colors, how I pick my colors. I can use all of this here. I can use like the color palettes that Clip Studio Paint has available. Focus. Here we go. See? I made my own. But if you are overwhelmed by this tool trying to like select a color from here, and you're like, where's brown? Where's the people's colors? Where's what? Go ahead and just click color sets. Click this box here. And then Clip Studio Paint has lots of different default things that you can use. See, it has that one. It has that one. And, oh, it's not focusing. Focus. It has that one. And yeah, so just that's another thing that you can do to pick colors. You can either use a color wheel, or you can use the color palette that TikTok provides. TikTok? Oh my god, I've been doing too many TikTok videos. That Clip Studio Paint provides. But anyhoodles, so I'll pick a color, boop, and then you might be wondering, why can't I color? What's this Xbox? It's because my folder is selected. Let me put the eyeballs there. You might be like, I still can't draw the eyeballs there. It's because the folder is selected. I'm going to go ahead and make a new layer. Boop. There we go. And then now, look. I can color it in. He's nice, he's nice. And you might be like wondering, oh, I don't want to have to sit and like scribble all this in. What can I do? What can I do? We can use this tool, our paint bucket tool. And then I like to use this one, refer other layers. I don't want to overwhelm by saying too much of what this does, but if I click this and then I fill it in, it fills the whole thing. So, undo. That's why I click this. I want the paint bucket tool to acknowledge the lines. Acknowledge the lines, paint bucket tool. And there it goes. That's why I like to click that one right there. So if I want to do large spaces, I use my paint bucket tool and I just tap, tap, tap. And then if I need to clean up any tiny lines, I just go here. And I just fill it in like that. And you might be wondering, oh no, her nose is gone. My lines are gone. It's covering stuff up. It's disappearing. What do I do? We go over here. You see right here? Here's our lines. We're going to drag this down below. Boom! Our nose is back. Yay! But that's what I do. That's how I color. So your action step is, I want you to pick a pen, and then I want you to either pick a color here, or I want you to pick a color from here, or I want you to use the paint bucket tool, and same thing. Use either pick a color here, whatever color you want. I will not judge. As long as you're happy, I'm happy. You're not hurting nobody. I am happy. You could pick a color here, or pick from our color palette. And then, one more action step. Pick a brush, or pick a bucket tool, and then make a layer underneath your lines. Here's our lines. Here's our lines. Here's our color layer. Make a layer underneath that. And start coloring and see what you do. See what you do. See how you do the thing. But that's my coloring. Oops. That's my coloring process. So you might be wondering, hey, what about making it look fancy and making it look like sparkle and shadows and depth and tone and what about all that stuff? We'll worry about that on the next video. Right now, I wanted to share with you what tools I use for the whole coloring process. That's literally the tools that I use for the coloring process. In a lot of my webtoons, usually I won't add like the pasa to like the art because I'm not feeling like adding like the pasa to the art. Sometimes I just want to add the colors and then I just keep going and it makes me happy. So do whatever you feel like doing. If you don't want to add colors, don't add colors. If you don't want to add pasa, don't add pasa unless you are under contract and your client is telling you, hey, put some pasa on that. Then you gotta do your contract. But I'm not under contract now, am I? So I do what I feel like doing. Freedom! Okay, I've had too much coffee. As you can see, I'm a little bit hyper. But do your action steps or don't do your action steps. Whatever makes you feel better. And I notice I have a lot of new subscribers, and I think there's a bee out my window. It was a hornet. I saw it. I hate hornets. But yeah, I got a lot of new subscribers from my Instagram, so hi guys. So like I mentioned before, if you guys don't have Clip Studio Paint, don't worry, we're gonna cover Ibis Paint, and then we're gonna cover Metabond Paint. I don't have Procreate, but those are the Ibis Paint and Metabond Paint. They're both free programs, and they can both be used on like smartphones and tablets. So it'll be great for beginners who don't have monies or who's overwhelmed by all the bells and whistles that Clip Studio Paint has. So we'll be covering that in a different series. Right now, we're going through Clip Studio Paint and going through my Webtoon process here. If you are one who's like, hey, I do better with written directions and written stuff, I have an ebook linked in my description. Okay, that's enough talking. I cleaned my office, you guys. Ignore that part. But look, you can see my floor. Are you proud of me? Yes? Yeah, you are. Thank you. I'm so humble. Okay, bye guys. Bye.